Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katrina Chantel. Thank you guys for coming back, and for the new ones, hit subscribe. But today I'm going to do a book review. The name of the book that I'm doing a review on is actually called Untrue. It's by Wednesday Martin. This book is amazing. I loved this book. I really thought, like, when I bought this book and I saw it, because this is without the cover on it, so the cover I got was black, but on the cover, it actually said, "Untrue, why nearly everything we believe about women, lust, and infidelity is wrong, and how the new science can set us free." So I just thought this was going to be like some scientific book about like sex and women and why we like sex, because like I always battle with this whole thing of me liking sex a little too much. Like I masturbate a lot, but at the same time I still really want to have like regular sex too, a lot. I just thought this book was going to basically let me know, like, it's okay that you have sex as much as you want to have sex, but this book went way deeper than that. Like, she goes into the history of all of this. She goes into how it used to be. She goes into how women were sexual human beings, and then somehow, slowly but surely, we turned into these, like, docile, caregiving human beings, and, like, sex wasn't even, like, in our view. Like, she even goes into, other cultures and how they actually openly have sex with whoever, but like they still have their one relationship. Like it's just like a really open thing, like to the point where even like multiple men can father a baby. Like, and I know that's not possible, but like in these other cultures, they basically so if there's a woman, she gets pregnant, she has lots of sex while she's pregnant, so any man she has sex with has a claim to that baby as well. But it ends up being better because then this baby has multiple fathers, multiple men to raise her, multiple people to look after this child, because it's like this whole, you know, like how they say, like, it takes a village. Like, that's how women make their village. They have sex with multiple men while they're pregnant to make their village so that they can make sure that this child makes it into adulthood. Because in these cultures, they're not living like us in the Western world. They don't have medicine and stuff like that, and they gotta eat. And they're still hunter-gatherers. So the more men that you have, the more food this baby has to eat, the higher chance it has to survive to adulthood. She even talks about women that, because we're such sexual beings, as a lot of scientists are now starting to say, because we are so sexual, there are a lot of women who want to have multiple relationships. And she even goes back into how women used to cheat. Like apparently in the 1950s, before divorce became like this big thing that people could do, a lot of women had boyfriends on the side. And when divorce became a thing, a lot of women basically left their husbands for their new husband. They just basically left one home for a new home. It was kind of like, I married him because, you know, I wanted to get out of my parents' house, but I don't really like him that much. So I'm going to go have sex with all these guys, find me a boyfriend, find me a guy that I really like, and then stick with him. But then it's like, oh, I can get divorced now? Bye. Like, it's just crazy. It's like women, but apparently women cheated a lot. Like your grandma cheated a lot. Your grandma was a hoe. Sorry. But now, instead of cheating, a lot of women are just kind of, you know, obviously bringing it up to their husbands that like, hey, I'm not satisfied sexually. I love you. I just want more sex. Different sex. And they're in these like poly relationships. They're in these open relationships. Like, and it's just them exploring their sexuality. I honestly think open relationships are a good thing. I think in open relationships, it's easier to build trust because then you're having these open conversations about sex and how you feel and what makes you feel good and yada, yada, yada. And I feel like a lot of people don't have these conversations. A lot of women don't have these conversations with their men about what feels good. And I feel like women should have those conversations, but I feel like open relationships open that door, which is weird because that door should be opened anyways. I feel like if you can trust your significant other to have sex with someone else but still come back to you every night, then you got a lot of trust in that person. That's all I'm saying, because they could leave you at any moment, but you just know they're gonna come back. So I feel like that is like the ultimate level of trust, in my opinion. And the people that she interviewed, they have great relationships and they thrive, and it's not like they're out like having sex with someone else every single night. It's just like they have someone on the side who gives them a little something different. They probably meet with them once a week, once a month, who knows, like not that often, a lot of them, but they still put their marriage first or put their other relationship, their main relationship first, and that's priority, like all the time, and they have their rules and it's good and it works out. She touched on everything. That's why I feel like this book, like I'm not joking, I'm going to make my daughter read this book when she turns 18 years old, because, and I want her to feel okay about talking about sex and be open about sex, because sex is a good thing. It's not nothing to be ashamed of. Do what you want, do what you want to do sexually, especially if you're single. If you're single, explore yourself, play with yourself, masturbate. There is nothing wrong with masturbating. Like women, men know there's nothing wrong with masturbating, but women, there's nothing wrong with masturbating. You need to masturbate. And I say that because you will know yourself so much better sexually. Like you just will, and it will be amazing. So, thank you guys again for listening to me ramble on. If you did not at the beginning of my video, do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. If you liked what you heard, like this video, comment down below, and y'all have a good day.